So
Hare Krishna, welcome everyone. Today we are on week 30. Just give me a second. Yes. So anybody who is probably not very new, who's quite new to this group or probably who's joining for the first time, this is a Bhakti Vriksha module which we are following, and the module has 64 weeks of course. So it's like a course that we are doing in spiritual knowledge. And out of these 64 weeks, today we are on the 30th week. So we are close to finishing 50% of our course, probably another 33, sorry, 32. Another 2 weeks means we'll be able to reach the 50% mark of our course. So congratulations, all of you, that you are here learning with lot of commitment and lot of curiosity and interest and passion and love for Krishna consciousness. And like how you are progressing, I am also progressing in my spiritual life. And requesting all of you to please pray even for me so that this service of mine doesn't get disturbed. And I continue to be in your association, and I continue to share the knowledge which Prabhupada has given to all of us. So let's begin with our prayers to Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of ISKCON. I offer my respects to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is very dear to Lord Krishna. O spiritual master, I offer my respects to you. You are servant of your Guru, Saraswati Goswami. You are kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya and delivering the Western countries. Now we'll recite the Panchatattva prayers. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gauri Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So taking blessings from Srila Prabhupada, Panchatattva and Shri Shri Radha Krishna, let's begin today's class. So as always, we begin our class by glorifying or by hearing the glories of the holy name, that why it is so important to chant Hare Krishna mantra and what is so special about it. So we always begin our class with the nectar of holy name or hearing the importance of chanting. So by chanting the holy name, actually anyone can be delivered from the cycle of birth and death. And this chanting of Hare Krishna mantra actually was given to us by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who started this movement of chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. So actually Mahaprabhu is none other than Lord Krishna himself. What is this happening? Sorry. I don't share here. No, it's gone now. I think somebody is. I mean, no, disable sharing, right? Fix it. कहाँ से? Yeah. Security. Share. Yeah. Sorry, you disabled it?
Yes, Ati.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so we were discussing that how Lord Chaitanya is none other than Krishna himself, who appeared in this material world 500 years ago. And this chanting of Hare Krishna mantra has actually been introduced by Mahaprabhu. So actually, when he introduced this Mahamantra, in those days, Brahmins were very, very powerful, and they were, that purity of the Brahmins, were not was no longer there, and they had started exploiting the people, especially the lower caste, a lot. So when Mahaprabhu came, he challenged these Brahmanas because they had become very proud of their status and their knowledge. Because in Mahamantra, anybody can chant, whether he's a Brahman, whether he's a low caste person. And even if somebody is, having a non-vegetarian food, even that person also can chant the Mahamantra. Whereas those days, Brahmins were so, proud of their knowledge. And they would say that only Brahmins have the right to, chant the names of the Lord. Nobody else can even speak the name of the Lord. So that much of pride and that much of proud of their knowledge they were. So when Mahaprabhu came, he challenged all of them, and because of him, actually, Brahmins, they realized that yes, now it is no more a time when they can exploit the society. So slowly, slowly, Mahaprabhu, spread this Hare Krishna Mahamantra so much that anybody can chant, whether he is a Brahman, whether he is even uneducated person. Anybody, there is no qualification required. The only qualification is that you should have love for the Supreme Lord. You should have devotion. That's it. If you have that, then anybody can chant this Mahamantra. And what is the result? Slowly, you will be delivered from the cycle of birth and death. So let's move on to our today's topic. Today we have, as per our module, we have a verse from Bhagavad Gita, and the number is 4.10, 4.10, fourth chapter, 10th verse. So here, which is included in actually this course of Bhakti Vriksha. So we'll discuss that today. So many times I don't know how many of you have experienced that we have relationships in this world, right? We have our family, we have our friends, we have our colleagues. In this world, when we take birth, we know so many people. But our relationship with all of them actually is very, very short-lived. So two things. Either you love somebody and you separate from that person, in the sense, like if, like a husband, wife, or a girlfriend, boyfriend, they have a heartbreak, they separate from each other. Or you have some misunderstanding, with the other person, even within relatives also. You have misunderstanding and the relationship gets terminated. Or the other person you love so much dies and leaves away this world. So what I'm trying to say is that relationships in this material world is very, very short-lived. Our age itself now is very short. We are hardly living. There are very rare people who are living, say, till 90 or 100 years. Most of us are living, say, maybe 50, 60, 70 years. So that is such the duration is so short. So as a soul, even if you love somebody, that relationship is not eternal. That relationship is not permanent. It is a very, very short relationship. Whether it is a husband-wife relationship or parents-children relationship, or within office or with friends, whatever is the relationship, they're all very, very short-lived. But there is one relationship for us which is eternal, which that relationship is with us for from time and immemorial, from millions of years. Every time we take birth, whether we come as a human being or we come as an animal or anything, that relationship is permanent with us. And that relationship is our relationship with the Supreme Lord, which means as a soul relationship with Krishna. So if we are loving, anybody who is in this material world, like our wife or husband or girlfriend, boyfriend, or friends or children, all that love is very, very temporary. Whereas the love with Krishna is permanent. So as a soul, basically, we are meant to love the all-loving Krishna, the all-attractive. You remember last class, we understood that how Krishna means all-attractive. So we are actually, a soul is supposed to love the all-attractive Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. And what happens when we love that person? When we love Krishna, we remain happy eternally in that loving relationship. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, in this material world, whatever relationship we have, that relationship is temporary, number one. And even if we are together for many years, that love doesn't last. For some reason, the person leaves the world, or that relationship break, we have a heartbreak, or we have some misunderstanding. Something happens, and that love gets lost somewhere. Whereas our love with Krishna is permanent and it never gets lost. Even if we take a next birth, that love with Krishna always and always remains. So am I able to make you understand? Is it clear? I'll move on to the next. I'll also share the slides. Okay, so we'll move on. So now the question may arise is that if Krishna is so attractive, like how we understood in the last class, that Krishna is very, very attractive. He's all attractive, all beautiful. So point is that if Krishna is all attractive, then why everyone is not attracted to him? So you would have seen that there are so many people who don't worship Krishna. There are so many people who worship some other god, maybe Lord Shiva or Lord Ganesh or Devi. So different people love different gods. So if Krishna is so attracted, he's so attractive, then why not everybody attracted to him? So the reason, my dear friends, is because they do not wish to be attracted to him. They don't have an interest in Krishna. And why? Well, they want to enjoy so many other things except Krishna. And when we come to Krishna, Krishna respects our independent thought. Like Krishna never forces anybody that, okay, no, no, you are not supposed to love or you're not supposed to worship anybody else. No. Krishna has given us, he is the Supreme Lord, and yet he has given us the independence, and he does not force anybody to love or worship him. So that is the beauty of a relationship with Krishna. Like how in any relationship, there is so much of importance of freedom. There, if suppose there are two friends and one friend, is so possessive about the other friend that that friend doesn't like that, my friend goes and talk to anybody else. Whereas when we see Krishna, Krishna has given us so much of independence. He says, you want to worship me, you worship me. If you don't want to worship me, it's fine, you can worship somebody else. But the point is that if you worship Krishna, we become free from this cycle of birth and death. Whereas when we worship somebody else, we do not get free from that bondage. Right? So that is basically the difference which we have been learning from so many classes. So why other people are not attracted is because they do not, they want to enjoy other things. They do not like Krishna, simply. They have no interest in Krishna. So suppose now somebody else says that, okay, I want to be attracted to Krishna, but when I start the process, when I start chanting, I feel no attraction for Krishna. It's okay. I mean, if you're telling me, okay, Mataji, that, you should get attracted to Krishna, but I don't feel any attraction. Why are you pushing me into this relationship with Krishna? Because I don't feel anything. So now from this verse that we are discussing today, fourth chapter, 10th verse, from that verse, Krishna has given us the reason why it happens. So Krishna has given us three things, that it is because of these three misunderstandings or misconception that we don't feel attraction for Krishna. And so today in this class, we are going to learn these three very, very important concepts. So because of these misconceptions or misunderstanding, we don't feel attraction for Krishna. And what are those three things? So the first thing is attachment. Second thing is fear. And third thing is anger. I'll just share the slides. Okay, so the first thing we are going to understand is attachment. Okay, so as I said, there are three things because of which we do not feel attracted towards Krishna. And the first thing is attachment. So what is this attachment basically? Now we are all in this material world and we are searching for some material thing because we are in this material world because we have not seen the spiritual world. So we are searching for some material things to love. And what happens? We end up getting frustrated. So I'll give you a small example. For example, I have children. From small age, slowly, they grow up and they become adults. And then they have their life of their own. And when they have their life of their own, they will have their own thoughts. They will go out, they'll start studying, they'll go for a job. And when they do that, they will have different opinions. And slowly, your relationship might not be so sweet and beautiful as it was when they were small children. I'm sure many people who are in this group who have elder children who are working or who are in college, they would have experienced that how children also change. Our children who were very small and who were babies, and now they have also changed because they've also now become adults and they also have their own thoughts. So we become frustrated that, this is my child, but how come he's not listening to me? So that attachment basically has changed. So now if today in the class I am telling everybody that, you should chant and you should get attracted to Krishna. So you will say that, I want to enjoy here this material world. I don't care about what spiritual thing you're talking about. So basically, the point is that such people who are too attached to material things, like, having a bungalow or TV or car or fridge or, somebody else like a girlfriend, boyfriend, or children, they are so much absorbed in their material life that they have no interest in spiritual life. They have no interest in Krishna. They just want to enjoy here. They want to enjoy now. They are not bothered about the spiritual life. So my heart is in, going towards these attractive material things. So one number, I'm frustrated because, the person I'm loving is not responding well, or otherwise I'm so attracted to so many material things that I have no interest in spiritual things. So basically, there is so much of attachment in this world that I become frustrated. And because of that frustration, I have no interest in this spiritual life. So, is it clear? The first point that I am so much attached in this world that I have no interest in spiritual life. I have no attraction to know about Krishna because my attachment to this spiritual world is to this material world is so much. Is it clear? Correct?
Yes, yes, Mataji, they are all saying yes.
Okay. Now, the second thing is fear. So, what is this fear? Let's try to understand. So, now, due to disappointing or heartbreaking experiences in this material world, as I said, that somebody dies, one very close our relative dies, or husband and wife are fighting and they have a divorce, or somebody cheats on us. So we will feel that okay, here in the material world, people are like this, and even in the spiritual world, also people will be like that. Okay, they will be, they'll be cheating, and they will be, you know, giving pain. So such people feel that, this love always gives suffering. So then they have no trust. They feel even in the spiritual life, it will be the same. There also, my heart will be broken, and I will, I will not be able to love there also anybody. So then that is the second reason that they have no attraction for Krishna because they are so frustrated here because of the pain that now they are frightened of having any relationship. They don't want to even have a relationship with the Supreme Lord. They don't want any connection with the spiritual world because they are frightened of heartbreak. So they try to suppress, try to destroy any relationship. They feel that suffering is because of love. Then why should I, even for Krishna, there is no love there. So second reason is the fear. They do not trust anybody. They have so much of fear for the relationship that they don't even have fear for Krishna. They have fear for the spiritual world. And the third reason is anger. So in this, there is a very interesting thing is that there are many people with different philosophies. Like in here in ISKCON, we have some different philosophy. Whereas people who are following Lord Shiva, they will have some different philosophy. So these people, they get frustrated. They think that I don't want to learn any new or different philosophy. Like here, we are sitting in the class and we are trying to learn some. We are trying to gain some knowledge. We are trying to understand some different concept about Krishna. So these people are so much angry. Entire life, they are so much full of anger because of so many different theories or philosophies about religion. So they don't know what is right and what is wrong. So what do they say? Okay, let me forget the entire spiritual business. He said all this Krishna consciousness or other religion, I have no interest, and they feel so frustrated that they leave everything. So is it clear? So our three reasons, our three misunderstandings is out of attachment, out of fear, and out of anger, we leave everything and we don't feel connected towards Krishna. But my dear friends, when we love Krishna, he gives us permanent joy. So like as I said, that how in this material world, whatever we are feeling frustration or anger or attachment or you know fear, it is all because we are having relationships which are temporary, which are giving us which are giving us frustration, which are giving us anger. We are attached to somebody and the person is not understanding that person is cheating on us or that person leaves us. But when it comes to Krishna gives us permanent joy. So when we learn the art of loving Krishna, we discover that remembering Krishna will bring us fresher and deeper joy. Loving Krishna will not be the same as loving, somebody else. Love with that is why if you I don't know if you have noticed, there are sometimes we repeatedly hear the stories of Krishna's pastimes. Like how many times year after year we are hearing the story of Lord Damodar or Govardhan Leela. So many years, Janmashtami, we are repeatedly hearing them. And don't you think that although we are repeatedly listening to them, yet they are always new to us. They always give us happiness. They always give us joy. Do you feel like that? Do you believe the same thing? No matter how much you are listening to those stories, they're always new. So that is because Krishna's love is always new. It is always fresh. So when we learn the art of loving Krishna, we will discover that remembering Krishna, when we are chanting, we are remembering Krishna. So when we are chanting, it will give us so much of happiness. It will give us so much of joy that no relationship can give us that happiness. So even if we are unhappy in our material life, we will still become happy if we are chanting Krishna's name. Or when we are Krishna conscious, we will still be happy because the object of our love is Krishna. And Krishna is eternal. Krishna is all attractive. Krishna always gives us happiness. Krishna is one who doesn't leave us. Krishna is the one who never betrays us. So even if somebody is cheated on us in this material world, somebody has left us, Krishna will still give us happiness. Krishna will still be eternal. He will be there with us forever. So are you able to understand this concept? That no matter how much pain people would have given you in this material world, Krishna is the one who will never give you pain. Krishna is the one who will always brings happiness in your life. So that is why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 4.10 that when these misconceptions or these misunderstandings like attachment, anger, fear, so when they are removed, then the devotee becomes purified. And when he becomes pure, what happens? He starts loving Krishna. And what are the simple ways to love Krishna? Simple ways to remove these misconceptions? Well, the first one is chanting. Second is you associate with devotees. And third is you practice devotional service. And all of you are doing all the three things. All of you are chanting. All of you are associating. You are right now, you are in my association. So I'm also devotee and you're also trying to be devotees. So you are associating with me. That means we are together, we are sitting together, we are learning things. So that means we are associating with each other. And third, we practice devotional service. So what do we do in devotional service? We get up early morning, we are chanting, we are cooking and offering bhoga, and we are, we're putting flowers for our deities. So these three things, if we are doing it, then automatically these three misconceptions or these three misunderstandings that we have, that is a kind of a hurdle between us and Krishna, that hurdle will be removed. Okay, so those people so what Krishna says is that eventually, finally, you know, even if it takes many, many years, those people who have these fear or anger or attachment, when they finally come to me by doing all these things, by chanting, by associating with devotees, and practicing devotional service. So if somebody is following these three simple steps, then he will all his confusion or all these three things that we discussed today in class, all these three things will be removed and we will become purified and we will start loving Krishna. And ultimately, we will go back to the spiritual world. So let's look at the slides. So my question, my dear friends, is before you start asking question, how many of you find happiness in Krishna consciousness? How many of you find joy in chanting or doing devotional service? How many of you are feeling that bliss in your life? You can raise your hands. So
There's
are you,
Ela. Many people are saying yes, but then there's Ela Mataji. She says that no, she's not feeling any.
you don't
Oh,
feel
there's
happy
some
in Krishna
issues.
consciousness? So very happy to know that so many of you are feeling bliss. You are feeling so much of happiness in Krishna consciousness. So chanting, can I say that chanting has made your life more happy? Has chanting or doing serving Krishna has it made you a happier person? Can we say that?
I'm sorry, Mataji. There are two simultaneous things happening. Ela Mataji is also
Okay,
signing, and you are also talking. So I missed
okay.
what you were saying. I'm just trying to say. She's saying that Krishna Bhakti is not giving her that much, but Tulsi Puja is giving her. But then,
So there is no difference between Tulsi Puja and Krishna Bhakti, no? How did you get to the level of Tulsi Puja?
time she's saying the time is an issue after all the things. Oh, she's in the US now, is it?
Ah,
Oh, that is the reason it's different. India was different and US is different. The eating times are also different. The
but this
Tuesday,
is
every
very
Tuesday she's
temporary,
going.
right? We are talking
Mm.
about when you were in India, were you not happy?
She was also saying her Tulsi plant has grown a lot. No, no, I have had, Mati, I have had. Before it was there. Gave me a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of
So it's a
peace.
temporary thing only. It's very temporary. Okay, so that's the end of our class. I hope you all do not have this misunderstanding and misconceptions. You do not have that extra attachment or fear or anger. I hope all of you are free from all these three things and you all are genuinely started loving and feeling attached to Krishna. We can
Yes.
take questions. So everybody can lower down their hands and those who have questions can raise them.
Hare Krishna. Namaskar.
Hare Krishna.
So Christianity. Is the marriage between Hindu and a Christian person, Mataji, is it okay?
See, in ISKCON, though, we have so many marriages which is between Hindus and Christians. So, because Prabhupada would say that eventually everybody is a soul. There are within ISKCON, there are so many marriages which is of different communities. Because Prabhupada, or when we see, we were just talking about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, no? That how he would not believe that you're a Brahman or a Shudra or a, or a low caste or a high caste. For Mahaprabhu, everybody was a soul. Similarly, we learned from Prabhupada that how everybody is a soul. So there's nothing wrong between um, Christianity or Hinduism. Marriage is absolutely fine. But then, see, the purpose is that if Krishna is in the center, then everything is all right. Hare Krishna.
Hmm. My mother, Mataji, had taught me the chanting and how to put the bhoga, how to do the aarti, how to do the chanting, and it helped me, Mataji. The anger and other things also internally feeling very happy. So I'm also getting back to it now. So it feels good.
Very nice. I'm so happy to hear that. Where are you from?
Pune, Mataji, Pune.
Okay, okay. So Pune, there is a beautiful temple in ISKCON temple. Do you visit that?
Yes, Mataji. I've seen it. I've visited.
Very nice, very nice. So whenever you get opportunity, try to do some service in the temple. Very nice. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I can see you. Yeah. Hmm. ISKCON temple yesterday from my village. I think we donated chapatis. We made a lot of chapatis, Mataji. My people, and he
Oh,
donated
how
it to.
nice. How nice. Very nice. Hari Bol.
Thank you, Mataji. And so the fast I could do, and the Tulsi Puja is also I'm not trying to not happening, Mataji.
Okay, no, no, it will happen. Don't worry. Slowly it will happen. So if you
Upvas
can't do the
also,
full
Mataji, the fastings also is very difficult for me. I'm doing my aarti every morning. I do my puja, Mataji. I do my chanting every day. But it's the Tulsi Puja and the the upvas, the fasts I'm missing, Mataji.
you have some busy life schedule. Are you working somewhere?
Mataji, upvas, I think sometimes, so food, I have to be a little careful, Mataji. Sometimes there's blood in my stools, and also fasting makes it difficult.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Take care. See, health is first, definitely. Health is more important. Show to some good doctor. You can take homeopathic treatment that helps more. And basically, I tell everybody that you need not be empty stomach on a fast. There are so many things which are available in the market, and you can keep eating the whole day. Fast means you don't have to be empty stomach. You can keep having like potato you can have, or there are a lot of things you can have. There is some, which part of country he is in? Where is he from?
Haryana, Mataji, Haryana.
So there you can get these flours, no, kuttu and singara, and you can make chapati with mixed aloo, and you can mix and sabudana. So you all see, we don't have to eat grains. We don't have to eat dal, chapati, rice, other things, or these kind of things you can have. So keep eating. You don't have to be empty stomach. So you can try that. Keep eating the whole day. Every 1 hour, 2 hour interval, keep eating some fruit, juice, buttermilk, milk, paneer. So many things are available.
Okay.
Try it and let me know next time. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Video is frozen.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Namaskar.
Namaste, Prakhar.
About uh, somebody has backstabbed, somebody has uh, done something to Prakhar. He's saying that I have been cheated.
Just forgive that person. Don't be angry. When somebody cheats us means because of our some previous karma. Probably we would have cheated them in some previous birth, some previous birth time. So, don't be angry. Just forgive that person. Don't talk to those people. Try to maintain a distance, but just forgive them. Okay? Forget and forgive. Hare Krishna.
I should put this stuff. Vietnam? Oh, secret. Oh, it's a secret, Mataji. It's confidential information.
Okay, we can take some other question.
Yeah, he's just trying to be patient and just live his life.
Yeah, very good.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for being an interpreter. This is very good for us. I'm from Madhya Pradesh,
Okay.
Indore, and last year I did try Krishna consciousness, Mataji, and Anant Maharaj, the deaf Krishna Bhakt, no, Mataji,
Yeah,
who
yeah, I know.
teaches
Yeah,
Anand Dev Ji. So he met, I think he was the session and he met them and he was a good interaction he had and he got his blessings. And Delhi also I met and I'm trying and now it's better. I'm much better and in terms of the feelings and now I'm also able to focus on my Krishna Bhakt.
very good. Very well. Keep chanting, keep fasting, Ekadashi. Even if you just do these two things, more than enough. Hare Krishna.
Hmm. Hare Krishna. Uh, so I was looking at one of the deities, Mataji, and doing my chanting. I started crying, Mataji. Why do you think it happened? I don't know. It is no stress now in life. Everything is okay. No such wants or those things. But no, I just started weeping automatically. How, Mataji?
So this is the sign of our that we are slowly becoming pure, and our chanting is good, and we are able to connect with the Lord. So crying is a good sign. Crying is we are becoming purified. So it's good to cry when you look at the deity, when you go to temple and there is no sorrow inside, but still you feel like crying. It's a good sign. Don't worry. That means your bhakti is increasing, and you're able to have establish a relationship with the Lord. You're able to connect with the Lord. So this is sign of that. So nothing to worry.
It was automatic, Mataji. I was wondering.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
Many
thinking
times it
why
happens.
it
Even
is wrong or
yeah,
something like that.
it's,
No,
yeah,
sir. I
nothing
mean,
but it's good only.
I don't want. Hmm. Yeah. I just wiped my tears and went back to my chanting and
Very nice. Hari bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Namaskar. So during the session, Mataji, and also reading Bhagavad Gita, it's for us, for deaf people, it's a little difficult because talking to hearing people also doesn't help, and we ourselves can't read the text very clearly. But joining these classes is really good, Mataji. And I was always been wondering somewhere to be able to learn and teach. This is very good, very interesting that I've joined here, and I'm clear
I'm
about the
also very happy.
chanting.
Mhm.
Mataji, while walking, Mataji, should we wear chappal and walking while chanting? Is that okay?
Yeah, devotees do when when they do parikrama or when they are going for some work. It's okay. It's okay. You can do that. But focus should be on Krishna. That is the main thing. Ideally, it is best to sit at one place and chant. But somehow, for some reason, if you cannot, then you can walk and chant. It's okay. First preference is you should sit and chant. But once you finish your number of rounds, so how many rounds do you chant?
5 rounds or something like that right now, but
Okay.
5 times. How? What is there a rule, Mataji? How many times? What should we do? Any right any
Um,
do's and don'ts about the chanting, and also wearing a chappal while chanting? I was just confused. There's some things I wanted.
yeah, you can do if you're traveling, so you have to wear chappals. And if you're going somewhere and you want to continue chanting, it's fine. You can wear chappals and chant, no problem. When it comes to how many, at least 108 times. One round you should chant. Don't chant less than that. So once that is over, then you can go for more, but try to finish at least 108 times. One round at least you should try and finish. And slowly, slowly, try to increase. Say after 2 months, chant 2 rounds. After some time, slowly increase.
But how many, Mataji, do you think that how what is the number where we should feel that, yeah, this is the number, this we should do these many?
Your comfort, because in ISKCON, once we at least chant 16 rounds in a day, which is 108 into 16 times, 16 malas, like we do. And you can do how much your capacity is and how much time is there in your hands. There is no upper limit for chanting. Hare Krishna. We can take somebody else.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Uh, Today the session, Mataji, was good, very good. And I think 5 days back, earlier, my husband, his brother and relatives, hmm, a little, for some argument happened, Mataji. I was a little sad, and now it's okay. We are talking food and all we are giving, but it happened, Mataji, and with males, it's very weird. Sometimes. Yeah, that person came. He just looked at me, smiled, no talk much, but yeah, he went away. So I don't understand sometimes.
So sometimes things do happen in life, in our household life, in our husband, wife, and family life. These kind of things keep happening. You should not be very worried about it. And those who are not, who are constantly fighting or who are not very, very supportive, then you should try to feed them a prasad as much as possible. That is our one very, very good weapon in our hands. So Prabhupada would say that, if you want to make some change somebody's character, then you should give them prasad. So try to give prasad to your husband or to whosoever in the family you feeling is not supportive, or who argues, or who's has having a very tough character, then try to give them a lot of prasad and pray for them. Chant for them. Don't chant for yourself, chant for them. Pray to Krishna that may they become peaceful and may they become Krishna conscious. Pray for them, not for yourself. And you will really feel the change in him. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, I can take your leave now.
Okay. So, Sonam, you can post your question. Rishikesh, you can just see the Nilima, Saurabh.
Mataji, if I take Nilima, then I have to take all the five, Mataji.
Yeah, no, Nilima got disrupted in between. That's why. That's all. Otherwise, I'll tell the others to send me message.
I'm sorry, I told Nilima, she was like just 2 minutes. I was like,
Okay,
then the additional 2 minutes becomes 10 minutes.
fine, 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 fine. So can be people talk, type Miss Sonam? I'm sure she has been talking to me on messages. So Sonam, you can send me your message. Rishikesh, if you have your number, please, if you have my number, please send it to me. As I always said, you can type in any language. Hindi, English, Bangla, Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, any language you want, you can type your
He
message.
doesn't have your number, Mataji.
Okay, so this is my number in the chat. You can please send me your question. We can copy from here. Before we close the session, tell him to copy. Nilima, please, you can send me in Marathi your question. I'll answer that. So thank you so much and hope to see you next Sunday. Hare Krishna. Fourth is Ekadashi. Fourth is Ekadashi. So thank you so much. Good night. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Saurav.
Thank you.